deploy hypervisor. So in the meantime, we'll deploy DHCP. We'll configure our DHCP.
Okay.
So authorization server will be our administrator account. So we'll create a new scope. So I'll give a scope range between 10.0.0.110 and 130. So this will be fine.
Okay.
And I don't want to have any exclusion, so we can skip this one. So lease duration, we'll keep it as it is default 8 hours. 8 days. Okay, I want to configure this option. Yes. Default gateway, we'll give it DNS ID. So next, Win server, we don't have any, and we will activate the scope. This is ready, and this is also completed. Yeah, this is ready. And to connect to our server host, we need to have the Zen Center tool. You can
Mm-hmm.
download this app from the same link which I've provided on Friday, right? So
Uh-huh.
for Zen Server, you can download Zen Server ISO and Windows VM tools and Zen Center to connect
Mm-hmm.
to our Zen Server environment. So this is a basics installation. We can try it on this server. And for our DHCP to work, so since we are using
Mm-hmm.
VMware Workstation,
Mm-hmm.
ensure we stop this particular service. Otherwise, it will not work.
Which one?
Yeah,
Oh.
on the
Oh.
host.
Uh-huh.
So here you will have a DHCP service running for the VMware Workstation. So we
Yeah.
have to stop this one. Stop and disable it.
Oh. Okay.
Otherwise, what will happen when the machine tries to find an DHCP service? It will go default to the VMware DHCP service, and it will get an IP assigned from there, not from our scope which we have created.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Always stop the game. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So these are the three binaries. Sorry, not this one. Yeah. So the ISO, which is for the
Oh.
hypervisor to get installed, and this is a Zen Center to connect to our Zen server environment, and this is for VMware
Oh.
tools to have it deployed to the virtual machine once we create it on our Zen server. So this is the one I'm
Oh.
going to install it right now.
Is this the
Okay.
same Zen server, the one they have on the different company, or is it something they Citrix?
This is a
Because I'm
Citrix
not.
this
Oh,
is a
okay,
Citrix
got it.
one, but the initial what is it, the hypervisor which was built by a different Zen
Mm-hmm.
team, and later on
Mm-hmm.
Citrix acquired it because it needs an hypervisor as
Mm-hmm.
to Microsoft and VMware. So it procured. I mean, it took over the Zen server and they made it a Citrix Zen server. So the underlying
Okay.
operating system and all those testing were done by the Zen team only, but later on they procure it. And right now, this is a good tool, but it was
Mm-hmm.
not largely used on the environment because of its what to say, the competitive with the VMware. It is nowhere near to
Mm-hmm.
VMware, but we can do most of the things what we can do it on VMware.
Okay, got it. In my lab, I have to build Nutanix for this.
Oh, okay.
That's uh,
It's a simple straightaway installation. That's it. It's done. And a Zen server, it's by default comes with a 90 days trial license. So
mm-hmm.
no need for license file or all those things. So you can use it for
Okay,
90 days. You can test out all the options, whatever is available. Then if
okay,
needed, yeah, you can remove it or purchase the license.
okay.
I have one already installed on AD. So to make a new connection, you can just go to Zen Center, click on Add, and
Mm-hmm.
provide the IP address,
Mm-hmm.
and then the root password. So this is connected, and you could see the trial license.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you can install it and deploy everything. So this is the installation part. So I already have one Zen server with the VM installed. So let me go and power off this one. You can shut down the VM from here.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting shut down. This is ready. We'll try to connect. Here I have a VM already installed, and I have
Mm-hmm.
installed the VMware tools which I have downloaded already. So this one.
Mm-hmm.
So this server I've just created and added to the domain. So we'll
Okay.
now install our
Okay.
it's still points down.
That's the Windows.
Yeah. We'll create the hosting configuration on delivery controller.
Hmm.
It's taking longer time. Yeah, services are not running. Okay, now all the services are running. Okay, now the console is back online. connect our Zen server to our environment.
Mm-hmm.
So click
Okay.
on the configuration bar, click on hosting, and click on
Uh-huh.
add connection and resource.
Okay.
So ours is Citrix hypervisor. So we'll give it
Mm-hmm.
our IP.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our IP, and our username is root.
Mm-hmm.
Provide our password, and then we'll give a connection name.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we need to create VMs with either provisioning, Citrix provisioning tool,
Mm-hmm.
or mission creation service. So we can choose this option since we are
Mm-hmm.
going to integrate a hypervisor. So click on next.
Mm-hmm.
So initial authentication and connection is passed on. Now it's going to the storage management. So if
Mm-hmm.
we have a shared storage, SAN storage, whatever it is, that we can use it
Mm-hmm.
here. But right now we don't have anything, so we can use the hypervisor local storage. So click
Mm-hmm.
on next. So this is the storage which is on the Zen server. So it's taken up the storage here. So click on next, and we'll give the
So if it's any kind of hypervisor, pretty much that's the connection properties.
yes. And if you're going to deploy Nutanix or VMware, you need to install
Mm-hmm.
the certificate which is going to connect to your Zen Center or your Nutanix
Mm-hmm.
console. Okay, for Citrix
Okay.
hypervisor, it doesn't require, but if you are using vCenter, just
Mm-hmm.
open up any browser, connect to your vCenter
Mm-hmm.
console, and there
Mm-hmm.
you will have an option, right, to install the certificate. Just install the
Mm-hmm.
certificate from the vCenter link. So for example, if
Oh.
your vCenter link is http some vcenter.com something, just open the link,
Mm-hmm.
and there you will have an
Mm-hmm.
option to install the certificate, right? Install the certificate on the trusted route to the local server
Mm-hmm.
where you're going to do the connection from the console. So
Mm-hmm.
if you have a two or three delivery controllers, just do the
Mm-hmm.
same on all the three delivery controller. Connect to your vCenter
Mm-hmm.
console, install the certificates. Once that is done, during this connection phase, you will not face any issue. If you have not
Oh,
installed the certificate, then the connection will throw up an error.
okay, got it.
Rest of the part, it will be the same, nothing else.
Okay.
So our hypervisor is connected and everything is ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we go to mission creation service, click on next, multi-session. And earlier when we try to, add up a server, which might be
Mm-hmm.
a physical or a virtual machine, but that never had any hosting connection, we were never able to
Mm-hmm.
see this option I highlighted. Now you could see. So automatically went to
Okay.
your machines that can be power managed, and that
Uh-huh.
option is automatically enabled, and you could see the mission creation service MCS and Citrix version is enabled now. So earlier when
Got
we
it.
try to deploy it directly, these two options were disabled. So now since we have the
Mm-hmm.
hypervisor in place, so we can power manage our VM from the console, Subway console. So that's the reason you are able to see this option highlighted. So you can choose
Got it.
Citrix MCS or the Citrix provisioning server. So this will come back later. We'll cancel it. We'll get our So just got hung. Start. So we'll capture the image for our MCS process. So now
Mm-hmm.
we'll deploy the VDA agent. So this is a clean vanilla image where I've just configured the VM to add it to our domain. So apart from that, I don't
Mm-hmm.
have anything on this particular machine. So we'll create
Okay.
the MCS machine. So we'll prepare this machine. Install the VDA agent first. So click on VDA agent installation. Yeah, we are going to create it for MCS. So we'll choose the first option.
Mm-hmm.
Click on next. Workspace. No, we don't need it. And we are not going to VDA cleanup tool. It's not required. Portfolio management. We don't do it anything now. So we can uncheck all these boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Click on next. Now we'll add our delivery controller. Our second delivery controller is down, so it will definitely throw up an error, but that's fine. We'll create the
Okay.
entry. So later on,
Mm-hmm.
when we try to do the load balance, it will come up handy.
Okay.
This is fine. So click on next. Yes. So we'll choose all this port. One is for remote assistance. Yes, we need it. We'll try to test it from our Citrix director. And
Mm-hmm.
real-time audio, use screen sharing. This is for remote assistance. And the
Mm-hmm.
last option is not required because since our VM is not on any cloud platform, so we can uncheck this. So rest of the
Yeah.
three boxes will be useful because audio port, it's for HTX optimization that will come into picture. So we'll deploy it. And screen sharing,
Mm-hmm.
it required when we do the troubleshooting from our director. So we'll choose all these three options.
Okay.
Okay, it requires a restart. Click on OK. Okay, this is done. Restart the machine. We'll run the Citrix optimizer tool to
Okay.
create the base image. So for optimizer tool, we have, mostly widely used are two. One is VMware optimizer tool and the Citrix optimizer tool. Both almost does the same job. So we can
Mm-hmm.
choose either one of it to optimize the image.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll connect to the. So this is binaries. We'll just launch a Citrix optimizer tool.
Mm-hmm. You run that on the client?
Yeah, on the machine where we are going to where we have deployed a VD agent, right? So this is the image
Okay.
which we are going to use it for MCS. So
Oh.
ideally, in a real-time production environment, any of the optimizing tool they will be using it to optimize it. So this is a tool. So if you could see,
Mm-hmm.
there are a default template which is available on the tool itself. You could see that this shows the recommended because we are using Windows 2022. So by default,
Mm-hmm.
it'll go to the recommended one, but you could see the list of other templates which is available for Windows 10
Mm-hmm.
and Windows 11,
Okay.
Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 2008 R2, 2012,
Okay,
2016,
got it.
and 2019. Yeah, you will have the template for all. And if in
Okay.
case you don't want to use the recommended one, you can always have the option to create your own template. So choose this one. It's not showing up the full. The screen is not fully visible. Let me try to log off. Sorry, Shaji. It's got extended. Is it fine? Like you're going beyond the
Yeah, yeah,
time?
yeah, yeah. No problem at all. Yeah.
Okay. So this is a template builder. So
Mm-hmm.
this is Windows 2016. So once we choose this option, you have the list of properties or services which will be disabled. So this is a clean one. So whatever option
Okay.
which we want to create it, you can choose from there. From here, you could see the list of services. So if you
Okay.
want to select all, you can choose this one and select everything. Or if you want to select specific services that need to be disabled or which needs optimization, you can choose from all these services. And also schedule tasks. These are the
Uh-huh.
list of scheduled tasks which is available on the server. I mean, whatever you want to disable it, you can choose a specific one.
Mm-hmm.
And also this one, like a disable server manager at logon. That is, you can disable it, hide hard errors, increase this.
Mm-hmm.
So there are n number of configurations which is available. So out of this, you can create your own template. So right now, This is, for example, we'll choose all this one and click on save as
Mhm.
new template and give it a name
Mhm.
and description. If you want to have anything like you have disabled so and so, so those kind of description you can give it. An author, you
Mhm.
can give your name or company name, whatever it is. You once click on done,
Mhm.
save this XML file.
Mhm.
You could see the name got changed. You have your respective template, so you can use this once that during initial phase, customize your template. You can save it, and later on, whenever you want to use it, you can use this particular XML file.
Mhm.
Okay, and then click on save. It will get saved. So right now we'll go back to the default template.
Mhm.
So this is a recommended one. So right now it has chosen all the options, but none of the options has been analyzed. So services, you could see everything has been selected, and also schedule task. If you want to choose anything, you can choose it from here, optional component. And if you want to roll
Mhm.
back, yeah, you can do that. So now
Mhm.
let's go and do the analyze. So it'll do an analyze, and it'll whatever recommended, it'll do an analyze and it'll optimize. So these options has
Oh.
been failed. It might be not installed or relevant to your operating system,
Mhm.
but rest of the things, whatever it is analyzed, you can see this result.
Mhm.
You can save this also as an PDF or whatever it is. So whatever you have optimized, you can
Mhm.
just check it everything. Click on done. Now this is the image has been analyzed, and whatever success that is there. Now if you click on optimize, then it will do the optimization for all those respective services
Mhm.
and other tasks.
Okay.
This is definitely help in real-time scenario, because the optimization for shared environment or dedicated desktops, the performance will be much better, because I've seen it in
Mhm.
real-time scenarios. The image which is not optimized and the optimized image, there is definitely a huge difference with the performance. The logon
Mhm.
duration, as per article, you could see like they may say like this reduces the logon time, that reduces the logon. No, on logon time,
Mhm.
I don't find much of a difference. Maybe a fraction of seconds, from 10 to 15 seconds, there is a difference. But on the performance wise, like when they try to use Teams Player or any graphics related applications, there is definitely a
Uh-huh.
huge difference when we choose the optimization. It could be either Citrix optimizer, or you can go for VMware also. But both the tools does a pretty good job in the optimization. So you could see the on the real time scenarios, you could see the difference. So the image is right
And
now optimized.
okay, got it. Same thing for Windows 10 also.
Yeah, it is there. It is there for Windows 10. So always try to download the latest optimizer from the Citrix portal, because the older
Okay.
version does not have Windows 2022. Like
Uh-huh.
they'll keep on updating it. So always go for the latest version and try to optimize the image.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
So now this is done. You could see the status as success, and always do the optimization on a clean image. Do not add all these applications, everything. So do it in a clean image and do the optimization, and on top of it, just install your required application. Okay, so now this is
Got it.
done. We'll do a system restart. Now if we go back to our, click on machine creation service. We'll go with multi-operating system and mission creation service. Yes. Now we could see it has taken the image which we have installed the VDA agent and did the optimization. By default it went to the image, because since we have only one server, it automatically went to that one. If we have n number of servers, it will show up all the servers. Here we need to create a snapshot. Okay, so from here also you can create a snapshot, but ideally I would recommend on the hypervisor create the snapshot. The reason is here you will have an option to give your description and your uh, comments, what why this snapshot is rendered and what and all you have done. So here if you do it from here, it will not create, it will not request our entry, it will take up the default entry which is from the studio console itself. So ideally I would recommend here also you can do it both the ways, you can do it, it will work, but ideally I would recommend go to your the consoles and center console, give the snapshot description here so that it'll take up from here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So here you have two options: snapshot the disk and the memory. I would recommend go
Mm-hmm.
with the snapshot disk alone. Don't go for the memory because it will take up too much resource utilization. We'll have some
Mm-hmm.
issues. So better go with the first option. If you click on storage, so the snapshot has been created. Now, see, so this is what I mentioned. Like you could see the description, right? Description and the name which we have given. If we
Mm-hmm.
don't do it, it will take up automatically, and the description or the name which it takes, it will be a different, and sometimes we will not know what this snapshot was created. So ideally, go with the
Mm-hmm.
hypervisor and create the snapshot. So here we'll choose this snapshot, and
Mm-hmm.
you can choose the VDA agent client version. So
Mm-hmm.
default it will go to 7.9, or you can use the latest one. So we'll keep it as it is. Click on next. So how many virtual machines you want to create it? So again,
Mm-hmm.
it's based on your count. Whatever machine you want to create it, you can create it. For testing, we'll go ahead with one machine and give your memory as 2 GB. And disk cache, this will come into picture. Like if you want to have your separate drive to cache all your machine restart all those cache, if you want to have it in a separate disk, you can create this one. If you don't want it, you can
Mm-hmm.
leave it as it is. But in real-time scenario, mostly they'll have a separate disk to have your cache in place. It could be either
Mm-hmm.
D drive, E drive. So something they would have used it. So if you choose this
Mm-hmm.
one, and an additional disk will get created for the respective
Mm-hmm.
VM.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in real-time scenario, I would recommend to choose this so that your cache get saved it onto your the separate drive. So the performance of your machine will be much greater.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, since this is a testing environment, we'll leave it as it is and click on next. And on which OU you want to create your virtual machine, you can choose here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll choose this one. And the machine naming convention, you can give it here. I'll give, so this will be our naming convention. And this is again based on your environment requirement. You can change it whatever it is. So this will
Mm-hmm.
automatically create your new account entry on your Active Directory. So click on next
Okay.
and give our catalog name. So this is creating our machine creation, and I will just go
Mm.
here, go to local drive, do a rescan. Still it's on process. And in most article, they would suggest like to shut down your golden image, but even if it is
Mm-hmm.
running, machine creation will
Yeah.
work.
Oh,
That's not
okay.
a problem. Yeah, but in most article, you could see like once you do the update, you can shut down the golden image, create a snapshot, and
Yeah.
from there create the MCS. But
Yeah.
even if it is running, also it will not have any impact.
Oh,
Creating machines. Oh yeah, our machine is getting created.
Mm-hmm.
Go to storage. You could see it is creating an identity disk, and later on you could find a difference in this. So apart from your 60 GB default hard drive, you'll have two more
Mm-hmm.
disks getting created. One is identity and difference in this. Identity disk
Okay.
it's a permanent one. There you will have your static information such as your machine name, your IP configuration properties, everything will be stored on your identity disk. Okay, so this will
Okay.
be default 16 MB. So in whatever hypervisor you connect and you work on it, you will find identities getting created. And difference in disks based on your disk, I mean cache disk, it will get
Mm-hmm.
created, and it will have the temporary details like cache. Like whenever you do a system restart or reboot, whatever that cache is getting created, that will get saved on that particular drive. So that is a temporary
Okay.
one. So whatever information that is saved onto that particular cache drive, that will get deleted once the system is restarted. Okay,
Okay.
but identity disk, it will be having the static information that will be, and the size will be constant 16 MB.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, yeah. So now the catalog is created, and right click. So you have the option to start the machine, add it to the delivery control. But as you could see, the power state. So here you see the option of power state is on or off, right? So if we click on start, it will change to on. But if you go to the other catalog, which we created
Uh-huh.
manually, see, power state is unmanaged. So that is a different. It will come into picture when you deploy to a hypervisor or the machine creation or a previous image, which we have it on the hypervisor and connected to the environment. You can do the
Uh-huh.
power management. So the physical
Uh-huh.
machine, it is unmanaged,
Uh-huh.
and with the machine which we created with MCS, it is
Uh-huh.
on. And we'll create
Got
a
it.
delivery group. So it's by default goes to our MCS catalog. You can choose this
Uh-huh.
one because that's a new one. It is not added to any delivery group. Click on next. Allow. I'll add it a restrict. I'll try to add it from start menu itself. Okay, since the machine is not powered on, it will take time. We can add the application later. I can create
Uh-huh.
the desktop and enable the desktop.
Uh-huh.
On next. So currently the machine is in powered on state.
Uh-huh.
So it got,
Uh-huh.
so this is, you could see it's on. You
Uh-huh.
want to
Yeah.
stop or shut down, you could see the difference now. So you have the option to restart, force restart,
Uh-huh.
shutdown, force shutdown. All those options it's added up here. If we go
Okay.
up to the other catalog, physical one, you could see those option is not listed because the power management is not happening.
Got it. Because it's MCS.
Yes.
That's understandable.
Okay.
Okay.
So with this, we have just done the basic setup for MCS. So tomorrow class,
Mhm.
we'll deploy certain application. We'll try to publish it and we'll try to update the catalog. So till now,
Okay.
you have any queries, any